Hey there. Just waiting for the Kate. And then once we get started, you guys can request the things. Hi, hi. Hi. Give her a minute, guys. What?
Hey. Do you like Italy, I think?
You're just gonna stick with that?
It just did it. So, you know what? Sounds great.
Okay.
Hey guys. What's going on? Hey.
So we're doing spirit guide readings, which is Kate's specialty, but I like to interrupt and chime in as well because it's fun. And
Anyway,
so if you want to if you want to join, you hit at the bottom on mine. It's like a pink and blue person thing that says plus guest. You just hit it down there at the bottom. And you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. It could just be like a microphone, like auditory, and we'll do a little spirit guide reading.
And it'll be super fun, and you'll be like,
Hello.
hey, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Hi. Oh, I'm a little nervous.
Why?
I don't know, I just usually am when I talk to you, but it's always a good nervous.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm like super nervous talking to you too, Tara. What's okay. So I'm kind
Do you
of
want to do you want to do like whichever team member has a message that she needs at this time, or do you want to ask if they have like a specific question or subject that they want you to talk to their team and get answers on?
So as soon as you joined Tara, I saw a guide. So I'm like, well, is that the most impactful guide for Tara's now moment? Or do you need to see this one? Like, I'm kind of wondering where I should go with it. Like Kat was saying, like, do we want to do this?
I feel like they should be able to tell you what I need. They know what's happening in my life.
Well,
you actually know what's happening in your life. They just kind of do what you tell them to do, kind of.
Okay.
I could just tell you what I'm seeing, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like this detective guide thingy. He looks like a detective. I don't think he's actually a detective. I think he's a sleuth. And I'm like, well, like, what's the difference, bestie? And he's like, anyway, I guess like one is off in the shadows and one just kind of does the things.
Okay.
So this one, this sleuth thing, he goes and finds the clues.
Okay.
So I just talked to Tara in the comments today.
Yes.
And we were talking about copying and pasting the work that she did with me to get a job, because it worked. She got a new job, but now all of a sudden they let her go.
Yeah.
So it was like copy and paste what we did, which was like bringing the job to her and stuff, which you didn't know we had that conversation. So like a sleuth kind of thing makes sense to me. Like going out and finding the things.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
It seems, well, it seems very sickum, boy. Sickum. And it's like, where are we going? Okay, so very, not bowler hat, but the ones that are flat like this.
Okay.
And they're like really, and then they have the little beep beep, just little bitty.
It's not a cowboy hat, but it kind of is. It's between a bowler hat and a cowboy hat.
A flat cowboy hat.
It's like a French cowboy hat. Is that a thing?
Ooh.
Is that a thing? Hold on.
Hey guys, I have a French cowboy hat.
French cowboy hat. Not fringe, Google.
Fringe. I have a fringe.
It's like this, but it has the bloops. It's like that, but it has the bloops.
Okay.
But it's not tan.
So I think that this magnifying glass, I don't think they need a magnifying glass because I don't think they need to look that closely.
It's called a French cowboy hat.
No way.
Yeah.
Listen here, Frenchie. What you need to do is, okay, so I think you need to have a talk with this guide. I don't think they need this magnifying glass. I just think they like the aesthetic for it, but it's looking too closely at the details.
Okay.
It's they need to see the things, not the dirt.
Tara needs to see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not if the guy's just reflecting. Hey, Tara, can you say, hey, guides?
Hey, guides.
I need to do the job searchy thing
I need to do the job searchy thing
that I already put in place,
that I already put in place,
but zoom out
but zoom out
and bring what's best for me now.
and bring what's best for me now.
There we go.
Why is he saying no? He's like, no. And he's like writing stuff down. Oh, did you already have some kind of agreement to do it a different way?
I don't think so.
Did you give him a list of what you wanted?
I did with you.
Yep.
According to this list, you said this, and this. So no, I will not be doing that. What about this list? Can you just update and upgrade the list that you gave him? Like,
Update and upgrade the list that I gave you.
they just
It's like a shaking out. It's like a, oh.
yes, very prissy, very like.
Oh.
Anyway,
So it looks like the list actually says.
Yes.
so everyone, guides don't actually have like real emotions. They act things out in order for you to understand.
They have personalities, but it's not emotion based. It's silly.
It's very like, like I was saying, this list. All right. Is there anything else you need?
I mean, I'd like to know why I don't have the other job anymore, but I mean, I don't have it, so it doesn't really matter.
No, you can get clarity on it. That's fine.
This is really weird. I was actually asking the guide.
Kate's like, this is awkward. I was talking to the guide. Sorry, guys.
Because he answered, he was like, yes, my nose hairs really need a trimming. And then you were like, Tara was like, yeah, I'd like to get clarity on what this other job.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh,
that
the
is
nose
clarity.
hairs. Detecting.
It wasn't in your highest good. It's like it was a bullshit detector. Can you tell that guide, can you update it to where you get a new thing before the other ones cut away? Like, thanks so much for getting me out of there, but also, I don't want to be left high and dry.
Getting me
No.
out of there.
Yeah, no gaps in between.
Okay.
No gaps in between.
There we go.
Did you get offered a different job before you left this one?
No.
She had one already lined up.
Okay.
She didn't want it.
Okay. That's what, okay. So he's like, I mean, like, you had a job, like, and so I was trying to, figure that out. Okay. So that makes sense. There was one lined up, and, okay. Are you arguing with him right now?
Me? No.
It hurts my head. It hurts a lot.
Because he's like, I had this job, you had this job, and you're like, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. And he's like, we had this job, it was right here. Like you said you wanted this thing. Oh, I didn't want it, okay? I didn't want it. And all right.
There was one, but I didn't want to be back in
So yes. Yes. The answer is yes, you channeled that correctly, Kate. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I am at all.
That's
But
so weird.
Past the point. Yeah.
Do you argue with your favorite people like this in real life?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Cause
I'm
I
back and
just
forth.
asked him. I was like, so like, where is your fuck? How do I put this? It's not a ranking. It's like how often are you with Tara? Basically, like, because you know how they rotate out.
Okay.
And so the best way I can put this in like terms and words is like, how often are you with Tara? How often do you rotate? And then they're like, I'm their favorite. Like, and so that's why I was like, oh, do you argue with your favorite people this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if they have like a picture they want to show. Do you want to? Do you want to?
Yes. Oh.
Love it.
What does it mean? What the fuck is?
Oh my god.
Is it like indicating big ears, like listening? Like
Okay, I was
listening.
getting
It's
something about knowing.
yeah, listening and knowing.
Like the
Cool.
loops. It's like a sonar or radar. Where
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, like antenna. Oh, put yours and his antenna back to balance divine. There. Sorry, my bad. Gender neutral, I guess. What the fuck was that? Can you put yours and their antenna back to balance divine? Gender neutral is not the correct term. Got it. Cool. I don't fucking care. Sorry. Can you put your guys's, you two's antenna back to balance divine working order, please?
The balance divine working order, please.
That is a sassy motherfucker.
I just tell him to shut the fuck up. Just like Tara would.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Mm.
Like, got it. Shut the fuck up. There you go. All right.
Yeah. Don't care who you are, just do the things.
Okay. That feels good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tara. That was fun.
I appreciate it.
Now get out of here.
Thanks, Sleuthy Guide. Bye.
How am I ending this?
You click on your screen, like
Okay,
your
I'm up.
square, and
There
then
might be an X.
oh yeah, or that. And on mine it just says disconnect.
Disconnect.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, Tani.
Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. Okay, so I figured since I saw Kate's video of Mr. Boris, one of my guys, I was like, okay, this is perfect. Apparently, I need to get on. So, yeah.
Right on.
Okay. It's like a ghost, but like one of those cutesy anime ghosts. Or it's like a tee hee hee, and it makes me go, why the fuck are you playing games? Like I'm like looking at this ghost, and I'm like, stop fucking playing games. You get on my fucking nerves, and I don't even know you. I don't know. Is it just fun to like pretend? I'm trying to put this in a better words. Is it fun to be like teehee and pretend like you don't know things sometimes?
That kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, this doesn't feel right. Can you do the team revamp sweep? Team revamp sweep to this, Tawny?
Oh, these are your husband.
Did you hear her, Tawny?
Uh-huh. What's... I don't want his team. Go back.
Were you asking him advice about something recently? Like everyday kind of stuff, like regular conversation, but were you asking his advice? Like whether you were taking it or not? Because
it
you
looks
and
like y'all's heads
Probably,
melded
yeah.
together.
you
Because I
invited him
kind of.
in for whatever this
Oh,
is.
okay.
It looks like your
Yeah,
heads
'cause-
melded together. So it's like y'all had to come together for something, whatever decision this was.
To come together right now over me. Don't. Sorry.
Dude, is that why I got a headache yesterday?
I probably. Well, what? No,
Come together.
it looks like you came together today.
Oh.
Because it would have drifted apart eventually. But this had to have been recently.
Yeah, the only thing that I reached out to him on was something for school for my son and then football stuff. But other than that, that was the only thing.
Something.
Well, he did text me before all of that asking if I
Something
went to
about that.
lunch, but I had already gone back. So he was like, "Oh,
Did y'all talk about like a mortgage payment recently?
no,
Nothing about the house?
no, not that I know of. No.
Does he pay the bills? Does he pay the bills?
Yes,
Oh,
he pays the mortgage.
okay. Well, then he
Yeah.
might have been asking about spending something. He had to come to you for something.
What are you
That's why.
seeing? What's the pictures?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, so like it's showing me him looking at the mortgage bills and being like, well, this is weird. This is a weird number. And then looking over to Tani, questioning things, and then being done with it. And that's why the guides were melded together.
I know there's times where he doesn't feel comfortable asking me those things because I question all the things.
Okay. Okay.
This is making you really hot, Tani. Like hot on the neck, hot on the shoulders, hot.
Yeah,
Hey.
I feel it
Like
in the
you
back
thought
of
that
my neck.
you thought this was going to be fun, and it's not so fun right now. And you don't want, like, for some reason, you don't talk about your family life like that. This is too personal for a live. Like, there's a bunch here that you're
Sorry,
just
Tani.
like, this was supposed to be fun, and I'm not having fun.
Okay. Well, now that your team is back, would you like to do something more fun?
Yes, let's do something fun.
Okay. I got my red dress on tonight, but it's not red. It's a really weird song for you guys to sing whenever it's a black sparkly dress, a black sparkly hoochie mama dress.
It's because the dancing fun emoji is in a red dress.
Oh,
And I did have a dream that had to do with some lady in a red dress.
lady in red.
But it wasn't so fun though. It was
Well,
kind
she's
of like
dancing with herself.
yeah, it was weird.
She's dancing
Dancing
with herself.
with herself. Oh.
Dancing with myself. Sorry, this is heavy again, Tani.
Yeah, it hurts again. It's hot again. Tani said,
What else? What else is new?
Well, it's coming up to a dress. I'm sure that's why.
Can you ask to infuse this with clarity, please?
Dancing with myself.
It's lifting.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay. Now you're gonna address the things with those other two, but now it's like some lady. Oh, I think it's you, but she has a crown on, and it's like a queen of everything type thing, but it's almost like you want to believe it, but you don't. You don't believe you're the queen of your own life. Why the fuck not?
I get that sometimes, but more recently I'm empowering myself more.
But,
Hey, Tani, I pulled a card. I know sometimes you listen to us, like, when you're not looking at the screen. There's there's like a mom figure here, and then there's a baby figure here, and I'm getting that you're both of them. And I'm trying to figure out why you're like, why are you disconnected from yourself? What's going on there? Can you ask to merge yourself with all forms and versions of you and exchange you information with them?
Even the lady in the chair, the Empress lady.
There we go.
Why don't you want to be powerful like that? Or is it too much to see?
This feels like dissecting the things to find out yourself. Like when people are like, I am the youngest child. I am also a child of divorce. I am a child of alcoholic parents. I am not yours. This is my stuff. But like, it feels like trying to figure out who you are in these like pieces. So it doesn't necessarily feel like disconnecting from like feeling empowered, but it feels really separated. And even like the guides that she's seeing, it feels like they're all these, like, this version of you's guides, this version of you's guides, this version of you's guides, like all intermingling, and like, I don't know, it's really odd.
Can you put your spirit guide dwelling? Can you do the team revamp sweep, your team revamp sweep to it?
To their dwelling, and then also put them in the correct timelines. There we go.
Speed that up. Huh. I mean, each one of them has a different colored room.
Oh, are you tuning into different parts of yourself to connect to the people that you do your readings for? Like, if I work with someone and it gives me an analogy of dancing at like a bar, like not dancing at a bar, like woo, but like at a ballet bar, I'll be like, oh, I remember when I was younger and I did dance, and it brings me to this like analogy thing, so I can bring it in. It looks like as you're when you're reading for people, it's like you're going like this. You're like reading the card for the meaning of the card because you know it by heart, and then you're pulling the pictures out, like your team is, and their team is pulling the pictures and the things out at you, and then you're connecting to the parts of you that make sense, and then you're able to like give them perspective on the does that make any sense at all?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
All right, how do we do that to where it's less of a pulling so you don't get exhausted and it's more streamlined?
I got that they need to have a congregation room. They have no congregation room. They have separate phones and separate rooms, if that makes sense.
So when you do when you do a reading, you need to have like a congregation room? Is that right?
Okay.
It's so they can all come together, and you don't have to like, they can intermix.
Okay.
In a healthy, like, clean way with like the barriers and the walls and things.
Yes.
And with the client stuff too.
Yes. And it's so you don't have to tune into each one of them individually. I mean, you can, it's just a lot of work. Like,
I didn't realize that until you mentioned it, because I kind of see it as like how you two are working. It's telephone. Like, it literally feels like telephone when I'm doing it.
She saw the phone.
Yeah.
But they all had their own instead of being like together.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a lot lighter. I think it already feels a lot lighter.
They didn't know each other existed. They're talking right now and they're like,
Oh, because it's different versions of her, so different rotating teams.
Yeah. So
That makes
like,
sense.
what the fuck?
All right, I'm going to pull another card. And then, I don't know, Tawny, if you're in a place you can read it. It's not a tarot card, but I'm going to pull it.
Okay.
That's
Actually,
so much
you know
easier.
what? I'm gonna pull a tarot card, and I'm just gonna tell you which card it is, and then you tell me, like, read it without, whatever.
Okay.
Look at Ben's Spanish tarot card that Kate got him.
This feels so good.
Okay,
This feels
Wheel of
so
Fortune.
Oh my gosh, that was yesterday's. That was last month's
Okay.
tarot theme. I automatically go to wheels, clogs, like the little, clogs that go together, gears.
This is going
that
a
go
lot
together,
faster. This is going
Yeah.
really well. Keep going.
Where it's just like one starts turning and then another one starts turning and then another one starts turning and then everything just works together.
Oh, perfect. So usually when I pull a card of the month for my, like, for the collective or whatever, the stuff that comes up tends to happen at the very end of the month for me. Not always, but it happens a lot. So it's really interesting that it's the 1st of October and the Wheel of Fortune for the card of last month. It's like it's all coming together. Now, the imagery on this card is the classic Rider-Waite style.
Mm-hmm.
So does that bring anything else up for you?
I think of the that Sphinx. That Sphinx is the first thing that comes to mind, and then
Mine too. Like,
yeah.
that came to my mind too. I was like, lion? Is there a lion on there?
Yeah.
Cool.
What does that mean?
That's the only thing I automatically, imagery wise, that's the first thing that comes up, but nothing comes after it.
Merge with that form of you. And exchange your information, calibrate, and disconnect. Okay. That feels good. Well, I feel like that's exactly why you got a ding to join.
Cool.
It feels a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking. They're really interested in getting to know each other, and it's like getting to know the different versions of you. It's almost like knowing all the same person, and they're sharing memories and thought. It's so funny.
Can you speed it up? Because they'll go on forever. They'll just keep talking, and they're like, remember when this happened? And they're like, no.
Imagine having, like, your own small fan, like your #1 fan of each version of you, and they're meeting and they're like, oh my God, I love her too. Oh my God. Okay. So this one time.
And then I remember this. And then we took over Egypt. And, Surf doesn't do that.
Okay, baby. That feels real good.
Bye,
Yes.
Tony. Click this screen and press disconnect. Like your square.
Oh, I see it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hold on. I'm gonna go into my congregation room. And, well, this will be considered the throne.
The throne room.
The BF
Yeah.
room.
Is it? What color is it?
Oh, it's white.
What the fuck? Why?
Because I was like, is it gold, you think? You think it's gold?
Because it's a throne room.
Yes. That was like immediately, yes, throne. What color do you think it is? Gold?
Crazy.
Maybe, I don't
Just
know.
wait.
No, but the funny thing about that is, it's me and my husband, and we're in a shelter.
Okay.
It's a
And
white.
so-
The way that you said the funny thing about this is, and then you're like, we're in the shelter.
So yeah, well, obviously the room is separated from the bathroom, but but yeah, this is the only place where it's like quiet.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's a white rabbit.
He's over there playing Fortnite videos on YouTube.
Ah.
But anyway.
So it's a white rabbit, and I don't know if you know that Jefferson Airplane song called White Rabbit, and it's like, go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Do you know that song?
I don't know that song, but
it goes
the White Rabbit. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I just knew more lyrics. Go ahead.
You know, just it makes me think of Alice in Wonderland and also The Matrix.
That's the song is about Alice and about how she goes around with drugs, but she's actually great in herself.
I'll go listen to that song. What's the name of it again?
White Rabbit.
Okay.
By Jefferson Airplane, but it talks about like if you go chasing rabbits, and if you go chasing rabbits. Okay.
Do you want me to look at the lyrics for any reason?
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Okay. And I wonder why you're chasing this rabbit. What do you have you ever played Mario 64?
I've played Mario.
Okay, if you go into Bowser's castle in the basement and there's water down there and there's a white rabbit that you have to chase and it takes you to a different world.
Okay.
And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell them a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when it was just small.
Okay. It makes me go, what are you chasing? And why don't you just go ahead and catch the rabbit? Okay, can you say, hey, guide?
I was going to say, to answer that question, I was going to say because he's too fast for me.
Can you say, hey, guide, what do I need to catch you for? That's really odd. You're my guide.
Is that like the game? Is it like an elusive game? Because he got like he straightened up. He's got the waistcoat on. I like embodied him, I guess, and it was just like
his glasses
put his
too.
hand. Yeah, he had his little glasses, and he put his hand in his little pocket, and he like straightened up, and he was like, "That's the game."
I don't even know what the rules are either. I don't know the objective. I'm just going.
Yeah, but can you say upgrade and update?
Upgrade and update.
The rules of this game.
The rules of this game.
To what I want and need.
To what I want and need.
In my current life and form.
In my current life and form.
Speed that up.
That made my back hurt.
Uh-huh.
He moved to the top right.
Oh, like a chess piece.
Yeah.
He moves like a knight.
Can you merge with the game board? Say, Spirit of Snaz, could please merge me with my game board?
Can you merge me with my game board?
And then exchange me information with it.
Oh my gosh, you want to lay down and turn checkers. It was so, you merged the game board and you went.
Okay. So can you say knight to D5?
Knight to D5.
Is it the kind that like chops the head off? Is it like the Harry Potter?
Can you put all the pieces where you want them to go? So like, hey, future most heal version of me.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Hey, future.
Hey, future.
Most heal version of me.
Most heal version of me.
Put all of these game pieces.
Put all of the game pieces.
Where I want them to go.
Where I want them to go.
And where they're needed in my highest good.
Where they're needed in my highest good.
And then secret secure this down. Conducive. You're supposed to say that.
The way that they like make sure to make that like heavy, like boulder, like heavy statue sound when they move is just crazy to me. Like, why does it need to be so dramatic?
They like it, and she likes
now
it.
I feel like it's going around my head.
Yes, you were like...
Right, yeah, like I hear and feel the boulders just rolling around my head, but like rolling out.
Yes. Do you know, have you ever seen the movie Labyrinth?
Yes.
It's in Spanish.
They're not that one, Kate. Not Pan's Labyrinth. Labyrinth were the guy with the bulge.
Continue.
Yes. We love Pan's Labyrinth. Kate watched it and didn't realize it was in Spanish when she watched it. So she watched like the whole thing and didn't realize it was in Spanish.
And was like, what's going on?
I have autism.
She was just watching the things. She was like, yes, that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
And you know, and another reference where you was talking about the song, Airplane.
Jefferson Airplane.
I feel like I need to make a decision to get on a plane to go back to like a childhood home to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And I don't know how to get there because I don't have any money. I'm not working right now. Because I need to go back to school. I want to do cosmetology. Like that's like a dream of mine since teenager.
Tell your spirit guide game pieces to line that up for you. And say, I don't care if my human doesn't believe that it can happen. I need you to lock that in. I need you to make it happen and make me a believer.
Can you go ahead and catch the white rabbit? Why are you running from you? Why are you running? Why are you running? It's like that TikTok. Yes.
Is that a question you're asking me? Because I'm just like...
Yes. I'm asking your guides and you to go ahead and catch the white rabbit.
Can you release soul contracts with having to catch anything?
Or chase it like that.
That are no longer in your highest good? Like nothing needs to be an elusive, because when he's running, this white rabbit thing, it's dramatic as fuck, and it's right there. Like you can see it, and it just keeps looking back.
So far. Like I always hear that song, Unwritten by Natasha. Is that Natasha?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The rest is still unwritten. We'll write it then.
Oh, there you go.
You're doing it. Staring at the blank page before you open up a dirty window.
Release your inhibitions.
Feel right on your skin.
I always sing it, feel the jizz on your tits. Sorry, I just wanted to share.
Well, that's a little sprinkle of my husband for you.
Just thought I just...
Because obviously we're in the same boat together. Coming back to my home state is new but old at the same time.
I want you to get out of the same boat. Like you can go together on the things, but you shouldn't be stuck to where it's so wobbly. Like you can both have your own boats and a same destination path.
Right. Get on the other kayak, and I don't know why you're on kayaks either.
Like you can go this way and he can go slower. Either way, do you know how people will be like, yeah, motherfucker, and they'll gas up and they'll pass you in traffic or whatever, and then you're at the same red light and you're just like, hi.
I don't drive, but I understand the analogy.
It's like that.
The white rabbit's just chilling out.
It's a game board, like.
Yes.
Oh, and if you haven't, my name is Literal Mirror. Literal is backwards and upside down.
Hey, that's so clever. That's so MySpace.
Why is the rabbit now waiting? Can you activate your team revamp sweep to your entire team, guides, dwelling, realm, and dimension?
I keep wanting to show this, but I've wanted to show it since you started. It's the card that came up right when you got on, and I was like, I'll just wait till the end and like draw a card to see. I gotta show it because it's just great.
Yes. Is that the white rabbit?
Release your inhibitions.
Don't release them. Don't. Just kidding. Spirit, please don't do that.
Do you need to do something with this watch then?
I'm late. I'm running early.
Reclaim your time.
Ooh. That almost made me want to cry. Sheesh.
Secret secure that down.
Okay. This feels very done.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out.
The time?
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah. Thank your team for bringing it up, and you too.
Right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye. All right. I think we have time for one more.
Good, because I have one more in the queue.
Ellie and May Crochet.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm completely new to this. I don't know what to do. Help me.
You're not new to this. You're true to this. Anyway. Hey. Okay. So do you know what a spirit guide is and stuff like that?
Yes, like I've dabbled in it. I can't talk to anyone like myself, but I'm trying to figure stuff out.
So everything that is said out there, well, I shouldn't say everything, but the good majority of things that are said out there about spirit guides is not really how it actually works. Okay. And that's why people kind of, in my opinion, depend on other people to be like, oh, this is how it works. This is what they are telling me. This is what your team says. Your team is celebrating us. So the stuff that you can know to be true, since Kate said true to this, is we're going to walk you through experiencing how to see them or feel them or communicate with them yourself.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Do you know how to channel? Do you know how you channel? Sorry.
I get like synchronizations a lot. Like when I'm in a bad mood, I'll see like certain numbers that remind me of something. Or like yesterday I was in the car and the time was 222, and then 5 minutes later I was like feeling down and I looked at my gas tank, like miles still empty, and it was 222 again. So
okay, well,
what is a lot of synchronizations and connections.
What do you have 222 set up for?
Nothing. I'm like completely new to this.
Well, no, it's not. If you're seeing 222, you're in a certain mood, you see it. Does it tell you, we're here, we are here, we're here with you? Does it say, don't give up? Does it say, someone loves you? Does it say, girl, snap out of it? When you see the 222, what does it usually mean to you? Or are you just like, great, there's some fucking numbers. I don't fucking know what that means. Like, what does it mean to you?
That's kind of how I'm feeling. Like, I don't know what everything means, but I'm seeing the connections. I just don't know. I'm not getting any direction from it. I just know I'm experiencing it.
What happens? Okay, so like when you see it, do you get excited? I'm guessing you do if you're talking about it.
Yeah, like I like when I see those, like I keep saying connections, but like
it makes you feel connected is what it feels like. It just makes it makes you feel like you're not alone and you're connected, which is actually why Kate got into spirit guide stuff to begin with. We do other stuff, we do trauma healing and everything, but Kate really started with spirit guide stuff because you are not alone. What her thing is like you were never alone.
Like I have two significant people who have passed in my life that I've constantly felt are like guardian angels, I guess, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not really religious. I'm more spiritual. So angels kind of sounds weird to me. I just don't know what else to call them. But my great grandmother passed away in 2000, and she was like my second mother. And my brother just passed recently as well. So I feel like they're both trying to nudge me in a direction, or like prevent me from going in a direction. I have no idea.
What were they good at when you talked to them when they were living?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of advice or camaraderie did you get from them when they were living?
I mean, my brother was just very I don't want to say he was kind of like a dad to me when I was a little younger, but he would take me under his wing. We'd hang out with like his friends when I had nobody else to hang around with. Like he was just kind of.
So was he
model.
Was he more entertainment for you, or was he protection, or was he someone you went to for advice?
Not so much advice. He passed from this world from demons that haunted him in the Demons one. So he wasn't really too much of an advice guy. But I feel like him and his crowd of friends were kind of like my big brothers and everything. They were kind of my protection when I was younger. Not so much when I got older, though.
Okay, so in order to talk to him, like if there were people bugging you at school or whatever, and you were like, fuck him up. Like, I want to say fuck him up, Joe, but I don't know what his fucking name is. But like, when you would be like, these motherfuckers, because another thing about being spiritual is you don't have to lose yourself in it or like the way you talk. It's just like making connections of how you talk and that it means something. But if you tell your brother, look right at him, talk to him and say, take your weapon of choice and fuck up these intruders and these intrusive thoughts.
Okay.
There you go. Do you feel the energy shift, or can you see an energy shift?
I kind of got like a vibration, like tingle in my arms. Like almost like goosebumps, but more of a tingle.
You know the TikTok song that's like, wop, wop. Well, it's not. It's more than a TikTok song, but it's like, wop, 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 wop. Yeah, fuck them up. I'm gonna do my stuff.
No.
You don't know that one? Okay, well, that's the attitude of this.
Okay.
It's almost like, yeah, I've been waiting for you to tell me to fuck them up.
Okay.
And intrusion can be intrusive thoughts, like that bring you depression kind of stuff. And they can be intrusive energies from people that are trying to like get on you and stuff. So if you give him a purpose of like a bodyguard and someone to hang out with and something to do, you can have more of a connection with him because instead of waiting for him to guide you, you're giving him a purpose.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I constantly try to tell them like, okay, this is what I need help with. Help me. Like put me on the path. Like help figure things out. Throw something in the mix or whatever. Like I've been having a really hard time, as everybody is, I'm sure, financially, and I'm living home with my parents again with my husband and 2 kids, and we're just trying to get back out there, and like I'm just trying to figure, and I've left everything up to the universe. I'm like, listen, if I'm not meant to be a certain place,
it's you. You left it up to you. These guides are you.
Okay.
They're like part of you, and you're not leaving it up to the universe. You're making it happen. If you leave it up to the universe, you will just be sitting there, and the universe will be swirling around you, being like, cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh.
So you're making it happen right here and now with your guides.
Okay.
And you've been talking with them because they're well-spoken. I can tell when no one's ever talked to their guides before because they'll be really shy and they don't talk.
No, I talk to my brother a lot. I'm like, listen, shithead.
Yeah, it's more than your brother though. Like, our team isn't just people that have like passed away, that kind of thing. Like, I didn't know Kate, right? There was a time in my life where I didn't know Kate, but she was literally on my team and I was on hers, and we were guiding each other to each other. Like, and neither of us, like, we're both alive.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you totally meet people for a time and a reason. Like, they're friends for a reason, they're friends for a season, and everybody comes and goes for specific purposes, whether it's lifelong or not.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Will you say, if it's in my say future healed version of me.
Future healed version of me.
If it's in my highest good.
If it's in my highest good.
Please release any soul contracts.
Please release any soul contracts.
I locked in. With belief systems. Mantras or affirmations. That actually were not good for me.
Okay. You're
going to feel a lot leave.
Your brother goes, all of them? Okay.
Were you not spiritual when he was around? Did like going through the things bring you
I
to
was
like
just starting to dabble in it when he left. Like I was into crystals and stuff like that. I had like chakra music. Like I was like the hippie newbie. I still don't really know how much I've learned or what I've actually accomplished, but I'm trying my best every day.
I think the team revamp sweep, yeah, Kate?
Yeah, it seems like you already know what to do, Ellie and May. So just do the
Shelly.
Shelly.
Yeah.
No, Ellie.
No, Shelly.
You're Shelly?
Yeah, Ellie and May are my kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please activate.
Spirit, if it's in my highest good, activate.
My team revamp sweep.
My team revamp sweep.
To my entire spirit guides.
My entire spirit guides.
Spirit team.
Spirit team.
Their entire dimension.
Their entire dimension.
/ realm.
/ realm.
And their dwelling.
And their dwelling.
Conducive.
Conducive.
You might start to feel a little bit of like heat in your face or your neck or your shoulders, and then the top of the head is going to start feeling a little bit cold.
I do have the warm cheeks.
Can you say speed this up, please?
Speed this up, please.
And can you say if it's in my highest good?
If it's in my highest good.
All the things that I've asked for?
All the things I've asked for.
Apply them now.
Apply them now.
And to my future.
And to my future.
Conducive to what I need.
Conducive to what I need.
And then...
Okay.
Good. I'm just saying it's straightening out the posture, like the lower back and up the spine.
I got now they'll actually answer back. I guess there was like no return line.
I used to really like numbers. Like when I first got into spirituality, everybody talked about the numbers and stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. And of course I saw them. I saw the 111 and the 222 and the 333 and the 1234 and all the stuff. And then if I saw 1, 2, 3, 5, I was like, oh shit, I either skipped a step or I missed a step. Or like if I saw the numbers counting down, I was like, oh, it's a countdown. But what I assigned to the numbers is what the numbers ended up being. And now I hardly ever see them anymore because I get my signals from the texture of this or how much water is left in this. Like it's just random stuff. But when you start setting the things up for yourself, your team will give you exactly what you need. And it's almost like having the coding to a secret language because it's what you set up with them.
Okay, so I'm not assigning numbers certain meanings.
No, you can if you want
That's
to.
what I'm saying. Like I haven't put that in place yet, so I have to do that.
Right. So they're shooting you numbers because they're like, that's what she likes. But you're like, what does this mean? And they're just like, you like numbers.
You wanted it.
You like numbers. And it's like,
do.
And it feels connected, and that's great. So you are getting the connection out of it because that's what you feel when you see them. It's almost like again, like we are here. Don't forget, we're with you, which that's what it is. But you can set it up for other things.
Okay. Awesome.
So like right now, what do you want 222 to mean? Since that's the number that came up, what would you like it to mean when they show it to you? And it doesn't matter what Google says or what they say the angel numbers mean or whatever. When you see that number, what do you want it to mean to you?
Like, keep your head up. You're on the right path kind of thing. It's just like a reassurance.
There you go.
My last apartment that we moved out of to move here, it was 2-2. And the exit that we took to get off of the highway to come and move here was 2-2.
So it's on the right path. What do you want to represent not on the right path? Girl, get out.
Like I've always been really pushed away from like 7s.
Okay. There you go.
There it is.
That's a perfect start. And you can do it like make note of it, put it in your notes app, put whatever you want. You can do as many of these as you want. You can set it up. It doesn't even have to be numbers. It's just a way to get like in control of yourself and be like, oh shit, I really am fucking doing this. I am driving this.
Okay.
And then like they talk to you in other ways too. So Kate got that you were a knower right away. So when you get these like if I told you to think of the theme song to Friends,
Okay.
you might not hear it in your ear, but you're going to hear it, like the echo of it almost.
Yes.
Okay. So,
like
and you'll
like my inner self is singing it.
Yes, and it's in perfect pitch. It's like all the different voices that are with it, the hand claps and all the things. So as a knower, they drop information into you, and it's almost like analogies from things that you've already seen and lived and experiences. Like I use movie quotes all the fucking time.
Oh my God, me too.
All the fucking time. And then like sometimes I'm like a broken jukebox. I'll just start singing the things, and instead of just like it being randomized, it means something. And I'm like, is this for me? Is this for you? Who this for? Why am I singing this? Or a song will come on the radio and I'll be like, what the fuck does that mean? Kate is a hearer. So like, how does the music work with you as a hearer?
It's like it's playing right next to me, really loud. You can't think of anything else. It's like going into a bar, and like whenever the Friends theme song came on, it was like it's not like that for us at all. It's like back here in the back of the head almost. Like guys, I think I'm hearing the Friends theme song. So like whenever I do get a song, I'll have to like look it up. I'll have to look up the lyrics and all that, or else it just won't go away, and it'll consume my thoughts. But like I've already done a bunch of healing with that. It used to be really bad, but now it's like, okay, let me just look at that. Oh, okay, yep, that looks good.
I almost get that with like the synchronizations too. Like I'll be singing a song in my head, and then literally the next song that plays on the radio is that song. It's like I almost like premonition.
What is it trying to tell you? Because that's another way they communicate with you, is through TV shows, movies, songs. Like literally, you'll get a memory of like, some people would even call it rude, of where someone's talking and you're like, oh my God, I can totally relate to this. The same fucking thing happened to me when I was 7, and this is how I got out of it. You're actually channeling the advice to give them for their kid or for them. Or like if you were like, this happened to me, but it would have worked a lot fucking better if my mom would have done this or my dad would have done whatever the fuck. You are channeling the exact advice to give to the person that you are helping, and that's your team helping you by dropping in the things for you to go, holy fuck.
I kind of can relate to that. Like when I'm out buying crystals, like I'll feel drawn to something, and I'll bring it home and I'll be like, well, okay, what am I supposed to be using this for? And then it just sits there for weeks or months, and then I'll come across somebody that's like, I'm into crystals too, but I'm really trying to find something that'll help me with this, and I'm really struggling with this in my life. And I'm like, oh, well, this would work for it. So it's like I almost bought it for future use to give to someone else. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Do you talk a lot?
That. It's weighing on my wallet.
You tell them to stop that.
Yeah, I will.
You switch how they do that. Like you can't just be like, stop that, because then they'll automatically switch for you. And then it's like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Oh yeah, switch this thing. So instead of buying crystals for somebody, what other sign do you want? Do
you could pick it up and go, oh my God, I felt this one. And like, I think that this one, you're like, I picked it up. I didn't know what it was for. I read the message, and I think that one would be great for you. And then you can be like, oh fuck, what was it? It was purple with like leopard spots on it. Okay. And then look it up on Google. So Kate gets dings all the time to like buy me random stuff on stupid stuff, like on Temu or something, or Temu or whatever the fuck. And or she'll get dings from her spirit team to like buy a statue of something. And then she just set it up to where she doesn't have to buy it. She can either put it on Pinterest or like send an image of it or whatever.
Put it as a background of my phone. Like it could be anything.
Because once she buys it, it's the same thing that happens with you and the crystal thing. Once she buys it, she heals what she needs to heal, and then it's just a statue and just sits there. So like
And
for
it's like,
you,
oh, thanks.
it's like, oh, your friend's into crystals and you hand it to them, but like they could go buy it themselves.
Yeah. I just don't know what it's for when I'm buying it. I just
Ask. Now
Yeah.
your team talks back to you. You have the line back. It used to just be a one-way line.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I was just like talking like I was a crazy person and like I was getting no replies. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get replies.
You just set it up.
You just set it up
Okay.
with like
Something else.
movies, music, numbers.
Okay.
You'll see a dramatic change from like actually asking, like instead of just being like, I'm just a little person and everybody says that you guys have all the answers. It's like, they're with you. They're your team. Talk to them like you normally would, but also, hey, show me what the fuck I need. Or, hey, I'm looking for a job. Line this up. Or, hey, what's the recipe to your mom's peach cobbler? Like, I don't fucking know.
And then a spice falls out of the cabinet. Like, oh, that one.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
All right. My back hurts. So that's
Okay.
my sign that it's time to go, at least for me, because it feels good. Like everything feels good, looks good, it's all smooth. Do you mind doing a card?
Oh, I can do a card.
Yeah.
From brother? Because you will know if it's really from him or not. Ask him, say, hey, can you, the girl that's pulling the cards, will you have her pull a message from you?
Okay. Good.
Okay. It's going to be silly, so just letting you
The
know.
dance flow silly. The ladies gonna feel me.
What the fuck? Is it this one or is it it's a two-sided picture? Okay.
Oh my god. Absolutely. Yes.
Yes. I mean, I have no reference to that, but I feel like that's something that he would do.
Well, I mean, these are just awkward family photos.
They're awesome. That is awesome.
So it's just kind of like, I'm like, it's going to be something silly, and it was just that. This was the other
that
side.
reminds me of. Oh, that's not it at all. Yeah.
I was looking at it, and it was like, no, that one.
Like, we do, like, a lot of, me and my brother did a lot of references. We make a lot of, like, Spaceballs references and stuff like that, random old stuff. But, like, that reminds me of, like, I'm strong.
Oh my god.
Bull. Strong like bull.
That was the one that was, like, underneath it.
And he was into Star Trek, and he was like, beat me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
That's what it's reminding me of.
Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank you
So
for
it
joining us.
It works
I've
just
been
like that.
watching you guys forever, and I just, like, never interact. And I was like, please.
Oh, well, thanks for interacting. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. If you're in the waiting list, I'm sorry. We end at 8. Okay. Bye.
Don't be
Bye,
disconnect.
bye.
Bye. Bye.